Hi everybody, this is a video to show you how to take through Design Space this new SVG to cut an unusual gift box, which I really set up to make use of the lovely single segment advent calendar sort of clamshells from Fragrance Oil Studio. You can just about see them in that picture there, but I'll just no other way. You can see it a bit more clearly there. They have these sets of 5 clamshells with numbers on. Unfortunately, I saw them really late. I wish I'd seen them before and I could have issued this box a lot sooner. But happily, they don't just make these. They also make... Can you see this plain one in front here? They're exactly the same size. So they do these sets of 5, which are numbered 1 to 24, and then one that says Happy Christmas. But this one, which they call, I think, a 5 separate segment clamshell, the link is in the description below, also fits this same box. So you can use it for Christmas when it comes up and make a lovely advent calendar gift box, and there's room inside the gift box for quite a big burner. These were sold, I don't know if they still are, but they were sold at Home Bargains, £1.99, and they're lovely burners and they're quite big, and they will fit inside the box. So it's a box for a burner, and then the 5 advent clamshells go around the side. But as I say, because they also make these other 5 separate segment clamshells, are quite unusual actually. So they look a bit like a snap bar, but the nice thing about them is every single segment is separate. So you could put 5 different scents in there. They also fit, I'm going the wrong way again, let me go back this way. So you can make a box for any time, just a lovely box for Mother's Day or a birthday, and use the plain clamshells. So you'd still have, it could be a good sample box, I suppose. You could put 25 different scents in there, couldn't you? The SVG also includes a file to cut the little gift ribbon. This little gift, it's dead simple. You could probably make that without an SVG really, but it's there anyway if you want to do it. And the box has this quite nice lid which actually pops inside it. I've never made a lid like this before, but I really like it, so I think I'm probably going to be making a few more boxes with that kind of lid, with that lovely step, so that you've got a section that sits inside the box. And it will also, with this burner anyway, it will also fit around the burner and inside the box, so it fits quite well. Right, there's a view of the box just made up, just on its own. So you've got your clamshell boxes attached to each wall and the lid popped in place. Right, let's go to Design Space and talk about how we're going to cut it. So there it is. This is what the SVG looks like when you bring it in. I'll just zoom out a little bit. You get the lid, obviously, which is cut all in one piece. The box base, I give you one wall section which you'll do the scores on, as I'm going to show you in a sec, and then you'll duplicate it, so you've got 5. And then you've got one clamshell box, which again, once you've done your scores, you'll duplicate that, so you've got 5. Okay, no point in giving you 5 pieces like that and then 5 boxes like that. It's just more work when you have to do the scores. It's quicker, I think, to give you one of each and then you can quickly duplicate. Okay, so as usual, when you bring in a multi-part cut file SVG that's got score lines into Design Space, your first job is to convert the lines that come in as cuts, which we actually need to be scores. And with my SVGs, they always live in this first subgroup in your layers panel. If an SVG, a cut file SVG with multiple parts and score lines has been saved correctly, ideally it'll come in 3 groups. You've got your overall group, which contains absolutely everything, and then within that you've got a group which contains just your score lines, so it's nice and quick and easy to convert, and then one which contains all the cuts and all the tiny cutouts and any little cuts within them. So you're just going to select that first subgroup, just click on the name of it, it selects everything within it. Go to your operations menu. I'm on the desktop version for PC. I think your operations menu might be under edit if you're using the mobile app, but I'm by no means an expert on the mobile one. Anyway, click on where it says basic cut, choose score from the drop down, and you can see that all those lines that needed converting are now dashed, so you know they're going to be marked as score. But because we've got more than one set, you've got to ungroup them so that later on we can attach them to individual pieces. So for me, ungroup is at the top of the layers panel here. Second step is to select the group that's got all the cut pieces in it, and we need to ungroup that. So again, they're all separate. And then as you can see, we've still got this overall group in the layers panel. So we just need to select absolutely everything on screen. You can use the select all button to do that, or you can just drag a box to enclose everything, or you can just click at the top of your layers panel on that final group. However you do it, once you've selected it, do that third ungroup. So now everything on screen is separate, all the pieces are separate, all the sets of scores are separate. So now we can attach individual sets of scores to the pieces that they relate to, and I think the quickest way to do that is to click on screen somewhere, drag a box around it so you've selected just that one piece and its scores, and you need to attach them. Attach for me is at the bottom of the layers panel. None on the base, obviously it's just a cut piece. This is the wall, so we're going to select that and attach it. We'll just pop it there for now. And these are the boxes that hold the clamshells. So obviously it's a 5-sided box. As you can see, there are 5 times 25 in an advent calendar. So we need to duplicate these so we've got 5 of each. So the duplicate button is there. You can press that to get another one, or you can copy and paste, or you can do Control D on your keyboard. However you do it, just do it until you've got 5. And same with the box. 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. Right, so let's click make it and see what we need to make it on. I think the lid cuts all in one piece, and it needs a sheet of 12 by 12 or A3 if that's what you're using. I actually cut mine from A3, so let's choose A3 and see what happens. Yes, if you can cut it from A3, or what does tabloid do? Yeah, if you can cut it from A3 or tabloid, then for the main box, the actual box base and the lid, you need 2 sheets. 2 sheets of A3 or tabloid. What about if we're working from 12 by 12? You'd need 3 sheets there. I mean, you might be able to squeeze the base on there, but there's no point because you've still got a wall left over. Could you squeeze it on there? I don't think so. And it wouldn't help anyway because your other wall wouldn't fit on there. Yeah, so A3 or tabloid 2 sheets, 12 by 12, 3 sheets for the main box. And then these little boxes will fit on A4 or letter, but you can't get 2 on. And you can't get 2 on a 12 by 12 either. So for the clamshell boxes, you're going to need 1 sheet of A4 or 1 sheet of letter or 1 sheet of 12 by 12 for each one. So A4 or letter is your most economical cut there, if you can do it. Okay, so that's the main box. It's dead easy, really, dead easy to cut. Press cancel. Let's have a quick look at the gift ribbon, just in case you want to use it. That's there. Oops, what did I do? Oops. Okay, this comes in dead simple. You're just going to click on that first subgroup to select your scores, ungroup them, select all the cuts, ungroup those, select the whole SVG, ungroup that, and then we'll select, I mean, you could just really select all that and attach it, but bad habits. We'll just select one piece and its scores and attach it, get into the habit of doing that. And then if we make it, it will all cut from 1 sheet of A4 anyway. But yes, you get that from A4 or letter, or it's 210. These strips are 210. That's why it's not going across the A4, so it'll go down that way. But either way, you could probably get. Tell you what we'll do. Let's just duplicate that. Does it let me do it? Yes, it has. And then we'll try A4 again. Yes, you get 2 out of an A4. Or would you get 2 out of letter? You would. You get 2 ribbons out of 1 sheet of A4 or letter, so that's good. Right, don't think I needed to tell you anything else. It's pretty simple, really. You get, oh yeah, the only thing I did want to talk about is this lid. It's not the easiest thing in the world to make, but I tell you what, once you get used to doing it, you're going to love it. I am going to use this lid on lots of other boxes now. I've worked out how to draw it and assemble it. It's a little bit tricky to assemble if you've never done one like this before, but once you've done one, you'll be flying. You do need to be accurate and painstaking with it to get a really nice result, so you get crisp corners, but I think it's really worth persevering with, and I'm definitely going to experiment with this on lots of other designs. If you have any difficulty when you come to cut or assemble it, even with this video and with the PDF of assembly instructions that you get that's got loads of photographs in it, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can contact me on Etsy or Facebook, however you prefer. The links are in the description below. And if you've just stumbled across this video and you'd like to buy the SVG, the link to do that is also in the description below. And I'm also going to put, I don't think they're still selling the advent calendar clamshells at the moment, but I will put a link to the plain 5 separate segment clamshells, so if you're interested in buying those, you can go and do that. I'm nothing to do with Fragrance or Studio, by the way. I'm not attached to them in any way. It's just that somebody asked me to make a box for these clamshells, and so this is the second one I've made. I'll also put a link to the other boxes for these clamshells in the description, in case you really like them and you want to make other boxes for them. Okay, I'll shut up now. That's enough. Thanks very much. Bye.